Teams are reportedly monitoring Tyreek for potential trade. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, I've talked to a few teams who are at least monitoring his future a little bit. Could he be a potential trade target now? I know Dolphins earlier this summer were telling teams, no, we're not trading Tyreek Hill, but they just wonder, is he going to be available? It could be wishful thinking. Maybe they want him to be available, but he's a player when I bring up to teams, hey, who's sort of a trade target you're watching, they bring up Tyreek Hill. So we'll see. He's a big option for Tua, and there would be a major move if they did move away from him. Ocho?
Yes, sir.
Are they, will they, should they, your hometown team you grew up watching, trade Tyreek Hill?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You want a chance to compete in the AFC East against the Buffalo Bills? Mm-hmm. You want a chance. You take away one of the most dynamic weapons in the NFL? Are you serious? I love Achane. I love Waddle.
Waddle got nicked in Friday's practice, so he didn't play today.
Yeah, they have some great receivers also on that squad, but we talk about one of the greatest receivers to ever play, who is still very viable and one of the best in the game. Top 5. I don't care about that goddamn down season. Come on now. The fastest still in the NFL. We talk about trading them? No, that makes no sense. Logically, if you're serious about winning, I need all hands on deck. The best weapons I can have. Tua has that. Regardless of their issues personally, listen, I'm not there to like you. Everybody's not going to get along. We come into camp with one goal in mind, to win games and hopefully compete for them Lombardi in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. This ain't no goddamn kumbaya moment. Well, what are we talking about? You want your best players on your team, offensively and defensively, so you can go out there and compete on Sundays at 1:00. You don't trade them away. Not when they're still this good. What sense does that make?
I think a lot is predicated on Tua's health. He gets nicked again, they're going to move on.
How? They just paid him last year.
Tyreek?
Oh, if Tua gets hurt, they're going to, oh, okay. You think so? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, slow down. Come on now. Wait a minute. I don't want, help me understand that. Because if Tua gets hurt, right? Stay with me real quick. Right. If Tua gets hurt, Zach Wilson comes in. Why would you take that weapon away from Zach Wilson, who is also a serviceable quarterback?
I don't want him to hurt himself. You know, with loaded weapons in the house, you got to be careful with kids that don't know how to handle. Zach Wilson don't know what to do with that. And here's the thing, Ocho, when people's name keeps coming up as trade target, somebody talking. He said that Jeremy Fowler just said that basically every time he reach out for a name, who should he be monitoring? Why everybody keep reaching in Tyreek Hill's name? You know why? He had a down year. They didn't appreciate how he handled the end of the year, which I told you they were going to be unhappy with that. Because what he got on his chest, Ocho, he got that captaincy.
Yes, sir.
You do things a little different than a normal person. So even when you don't feel like it, Ocho, sometimes you got to suck it up like, hey, man, we ain't got no chance, man. We down 31-0 at the start of the fourth. You can't come out. You got to go down with the ship. They didn't like how he handled that. There are some other things that was going on. They didn't like how he got off to a bad start. Remember the first game of the season? The police, he coming through the state, coming into the stadium. Got Calais Campbell in handcuffs. They got Jonnu Smith. It's just like, is this too much? And so I do believe the Dolphins had mentioned that, had potentially dangled him out there.
Listen, you could dangle all you want. You could dangle him like it's mistletoe. You hear me? And somebody will come along.
For sure.
We talk about one of the top 5 threats in the NFL from an offensive weapons. That's a dream come true, allowing him to be available. What do we talk about? Talk about a team that's on the verge of, you know what, if we can add this to our offense, that gives us another weapon.
Yes.
That gives another chance to get that much better.
Yes.
Man, come on, man, please. Please, I can understand if he's slowed down or he's not the same Tyreek he used to be. Man, I just watched Young Bull run 10 goddamn 1. He ain't even no track runner. He's a football player. Someone that is fast as he is, that is dynamic as he is on the field on Sundays, even when he loses a step when he's 35, he's still faster than everybody else. But you know what? We're going to dangle him out there for trade talks. Huh? Mm-hmm. He makes our offense that much easier. He makes it easier for Waddle. He makes it easier for Tua. He makes it easier for Achane. Why? Because they always got to have somebody on the top of that young bull. Always.
You got to convince me. I know what
he opens up the offense for us. Huh? This is what we want to trade away. Come on, man. Stop playing. We want a chance to be able to beat the Bills. Who gives us our best chance to beat the Bills? Well, maybe just the most dynamic receiver of all time in the history of the game that happens to be on our team. Hell, we can't even beat Josh Allen. Now we talk about trading away. What? Man, stop playing. What are we talking about? Maybe the talks, or maybe this will get him to get in line. Maybe this will get him to stop some of the shenanigans he's doing. Take away his personality. Why would you do that? Don't take away what makes him him. I don't know. I don't know. Anytime there are talks like that, Unc, it comes from somewhere. I know that.
Yeah.
It comes from somewhere. Most of the time, it comes from in the house. The call is always coming from in the house.
Jeremy said, but he's a player when I bring up to teams, hey, who is sort of a trade target you're watching? They bring up Tyreek Hill. So no matter the team, when he's like, man, who you watching? Who you think might get traded? Everybody thinking the same thing, Ocho?
Well, hold on now. If we talk about getting traded, what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Why are we waiting for the season to start to trade him? If that was the point, hell, you could have got rid of him. You could have got rid of him last year in the offseason during the draft. The season get ready to start. Now he done been through training camp, he's not playing in preseason games. You could let him go already. So what's the point of the conversation being brought up before the season even started? That makes no sense.
Hey, there's been some trade deadlines. I mean, some guys right at the trade deadline get moved.
Well, I tell you one thing. The right team gonna get him. Hell, I wouldn't. Don't be surprised to end up back in Kansas City. Yeah, don't be surprised. You see what they got? Worthy, Tyreek,
Rashee Rice,
and what's my dog name?
Who that?
What's with Arizona, man?
Oh, Hollywood. You talking about Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, Hollywood. Come on, man. Stop playing. Yeah, all right. Play around if you want to. You think Mahomes won't be up there? Mr. Reed, Mr. Hunt, man, go on and get 10 and bring him on back over here. Yeah, okay. And Kelsey. But y'all want to play.
They got Robert Tonyan, too.
Yeah.
He was really good at Green Bay until he hurt his knee.
Hollywood Brown probably come on down. Brown, he from the crib. I can see that trade. I'm just throwing this out there hypothetically. Oh, you want to trade? Okay, yeah. We're sending Hollywood Brown down to Miami. So we're going to exchange speed for speed.
Hollywood ain't making the kind of money. Tyreek is $30 million. Hollywood Brown might be making 5 to 6.
Hey,
Dolphins general manager Chris Greer said in April before the draft that he had no intentions of dealing Tyreek, but an offer including 2 first-round picks would be enticing. Nobody's gonna give up that. Nobody's gonna give up no 2 first-round picks for no receiver. And play it. Got to pay it. No. No. Now, maybe a second, maybe a third and a fifth. How old's Tyreek? 30? 31?
Hey, no, is Tyreek a player we can use and worry about the age factor?
I don't, but teams do.
All right.
Ocho,
Listen,
Ocho, they put
listen,
expiration dates on everything.
they can do that, but this expiration, listen, the expiration date on that one is a little different than everybody else.
I know. So
Play stupid games, you can win stupid prizes.
I just don't believe he's going for 2 first-round picks. I think had they made it more palatable, I believe they'd have traded him this offseason. If they'd have, like, okay.
That would have made more sense. Either
Yes.
the offseason or the draft.
Right.
What are we talking? Now we bring it up before the season starts. Huh?
I mean, Devontae went for 2 first-rounders, 4 years ago?
Yes, sir.
But how old was Devontae? Devontae was 27 then? So it's gonna be extremely interesting. He was 28 at the time. He's 32. Okay. Nah, only a quarterback 31 can go for 2 first-rounders. You would trade 2 first-rounders for Lamar. You would trade 2 first-rounders for Mahomes. Hell, you give up 3 first-rounders for those. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. There are certain guys, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of those guys. I think Mahomes will be 30 his birthday, right? But I don't think any of those guys are 30 currently. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this season starts, because a lot of times how's the season going, Ocho? We ain't got no chance for the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get some draft capital, Ocho. Let's go ahead and get this 31 million dollar
Off the books?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I like it from that standpoint. I understand it.
That's how they thinking, Ocho.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I know that. I know the business side of it, because if you're not using the $31 million receiver the right way, you pay him 31 for a reason. Mm-hmm. You're not using him in the manner in which he's making 31 for a reason. Well, that's on you. That's on you.
Ocho, the Chargers have Justin Herbert doing running back drills. You've got to check out this video courtesy of Nate Godsey.
I like it.
That's something Jim Harbaugh put together.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something he would do.
Have you might there doing running back drills?
Yeah, going through the gauntlet. I mean, sometimes you come through Ocho. They you working on your grip. They gonna tug. They gonna hit. Yeah,
You can high and tight.
yeah. But normally they don't have the guy getting up off the ground like a running back would.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. The guys tug. You get the ball. You're not used to carrying the football. They go, hey, he's making sure you keep it secure. But like I said, I mean, normally they do it a different way than that. But hey, Jim has his way of doing things, and it's kind of served him well because he's won, and it didn't take him long to start winning once he got there. So I don't have any problems with Jim.
Man, I'm mad, man. You got me hot, man. You got me hot, man. I'm just sitting here.
What you hot for?
I'm talking about trading Tyreek, man. That's almost as ridiculous as saying, you know what?
They traded Randy Moss. They traded Terrell Owens. They traded James Lofton. So now I'm going to ask you again. Now you tell me which one of those 3 guys Tyreek is better than right now. They cut Jerry Rice. Now you tell me which one of the 4 guys I named Tyreek's better than.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad, and I have every right to be mad, because I'm thinking about my Dolphins. I'm thinking about my Dolphins. Listen, in us having a chance, for those that say, "Oh, you a Bengal," blah blah blah. Listen, I'm from Miami, Florida. I was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital. right near Overtown at 308 on January 9th, 1968. Therefore, I grew up watching the Dolphins, Dan Marino, Zonka, Mark Duper. So therefore, that is where my love and passion and enthusiasm being a Dolphin fan comes from. So the fact that He gives us our best chance to compete offensively in the AFCs against an animal that they have down there in Buffalo, New York, by the name of Josh Allen.
Up there, but yeah, we know where you're going.
Like, come on, man. What are we talking about?
I mean,
Are we
down there, he'd be playing
trying?
in Cuba.
Huh?
I said if he was down, he'd be in Cuba. But you didn't answer my question, though, Ocho. I asked you. I gave you some names. I said they cut Jerry, they traded Randy, they traded James Lofton, they traded T.O. I just gave you 4 names. I said, now which one T.O. better than? They cut Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. That's just
Repeat what I just said, Ocho.
I heard you. You said they cut Randy, they cut T.O.
They traded Randy first.
Yeah, they traded Randy.
Remember, they traded Randy to Oakland. Oakland traded him to
Tennessee.
Traded him to New England. New England traded him back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota released him and he went to Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And then he ended up with the 49ers.
Yeah. Damn, man. I just don't say it's icky business, huh?
Yeah.
It's icky business. Golly, just thinking about that.
I mean,
man.
well, if you think about it, T.O. was a free agent. And there was some mix up with the paper because he was supposed to go to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And then he backed out of that deal.
He wasn't going to Baltimore. No. I remember that. I remember that conversation. Oh, he wasn't going to Baltimore. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, his name was kind of on the contract, but that's neither here nor there. That's kind of here nor there. We'll move on to that. And then he goes to Philly. We saw what happened to Philly. Philly released him. He goes to Dallas. He got released to Dallas. So we're talking about, bro, you think Cowboys, the Cowboys released Emmett, right?
Yeah, they did, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, it's the nature of the business. It's grimy. That's why you got to get as much as you can while you're in it.
Yes.
So
you get no qualms from your boy.
Yeah. So
we both have been on the ends and we know how this thing works. Hey,
yeah,
when you play a professional sport,
yes, sir.
Money and memories. You try to gather as much of both as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's gonna end.
Oh yeah, at some point it's a small window of your life. The NFL, it stands not for long because it's a small opportunity and the years go by so fast, huh? You look up, you be like, well, goddamn, I mean, you're 7 already? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. That's why you got to protect your chicken. Mm-hmm. The fun, but at that ride, man, it goes by so fast, it's like a roller coaster. You don't even realize it.
Yep.
Yo, Vikings Nation, what is going on? Victor here, back on the Report Vikings channel. And today, I've got something wild for you guys. Imagine this: JJ McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and now Tyreek freaking Hill, yep, the cheetah, in purple and gold. Let's talk about how this blockbuster trade could actually happen and what it means for the Vikings in 2025. Alright, before y'all lose your minds, let's clear one thing up. This is a prediction, not a confirmed report, but it's a very real scenario that's been heating up after June 1st. The Dolphins are in a spot where they might need to shake things up, and guess who's a perfect trade partner? That's right, the Skull Gang. Here's the proposed trade. Minnesota receives Tyreek Hill and a 2026 5th rounder Miami gets, a 2026 3rd round pick. Now, on paper, that looks light for a guy like Hill, but considering his age, 31, and the fact that his speed is starting to dip just a bit, it kind of makes sense, especially when Miami's got Jalen Waddle ready to be the new WR1 down there. Let's keep it real, Hill wasn't the same last season, still solid, 959 yards and 6 touchdowns, but definitely not the 1,100 yard monster we're used to. Plus, Tua and Hill just haven't been on the same page, and Mike McDaniel's offense is built around speed. If Tyreek's not producing at that elite level anymore, Miami has every reason to offload that salary and look toward the future. Now let's flip it. This is why Queasy needs to be on the phone with Miami yesterday. Even with a down year, Hill still had nearly 1,000 yards. Add that to JJ and Addison, that's a straight up nightmare for opposing defenses. And don't forget, McCarthy's stepping in as a rookie, basically. He missed all of 2024 with that knee injury. You give a young QB 3 high-level targets like that? That's how you build confidence fast. And let me throw in a stat for the nerds out there like me. Teams with 3 wide receivers over 750 yards have a 65% chance of making the playoffs in the last decade. Add a top 10 tight end like Hawkinson when healthy. Sheesh, that's a serious unit. Plus, Tyreek wouldn't even be drawing the top corner anymore. That job stays with Justin Jefferson, which means Hill gets one-on-ones and space to cook. You give McCarthy that, you're giving him a real shot to develop into the guy we drafted him to be. Think about it, JJ as WR1 Hill in motion everywhere, Addison working the slot hawk underneath. That's an offensive coordinator's dream, and Brian Flores can keep building that defense to match. Now look, I know it's not guaranteed. Hill's cap hit is big. There's always injury risk, and there's no official word that Miami is actively shopping him. But this is the time of year when these surprise moves start to happen. And if the Vikings really believe they're ready to contend in the NFC, this is one of those all-in swings that could put us over the top. So here's the question for you. Would you trade a 3rd-round pick for Tyreek Hill? Is it worth it to go all in while JJ's in his prime and McCarthy's on a rookie deal? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you believe in this squad, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're bringing you Vikings coverage non-stop all season long. Rumors, film breakdowns, trades, all of it. Share this video with your Vikings crew. Text it, DM it, post it on your story. Let the people know the cheetah to Minnesota isn't as crazy as it sounds. This is Victor from Report Vikings, Call Nation Stand Up, and I'll see y'all in the next one.